Look at this map, if you would. There have been protests around the world over the last several days, and President Obama pledged to repair America's relationships with the Muslim world. Why does the U.S. seem so impotent, and why is the U.S. even less popular today in some of these Muslim and Arab countries than it was 4 years ago?
Jake, we're not impotent. We're not even less popular to challenge that assessment. I don't know on what basis you make that judgment, but let me.
It just seems that the U.S. government is powerless as this maelstrom erupts.
It's actually the opposite. First of all, let's be clear about what transpired here. What happened this week in Cairo, in Benghazi, and many other parts of the region,
Tunisia, Khartoum,
was a direct result of a heinous and offensive video that was widely disseminated, that the U.S. government had nothing to do with, which we have made clear is reprehensible and disgusting. We have also been very clear in saying that there is no excuse for violence. That we have condemned it in the strongest possible terms. But let's look at what's happened. It's quite the opposite of being impotent. We have worked with the governments in Egypt. President Obama picked up the phone and talked to President Morsi in Egypt, and as soon as he did that, the security provided to our personnel and our embassies dramatically increased. President Morsi,
it took 2 days for President Morsi to say anything about it.
President Morsi has been out repeatedly and said that he condemns this violence. He's called off, and his people have called off any further demonstrations and have made very clear that this has to stop.
Well,
and same, frankly, in Tunisia, in Yemen, and of course in Libya, where the government has gone out of its way to try to step up security and express deepest remorse for what has happened. We are quite popular in Libya, as you might expect, having been a major partner in their revolution. What transpired outside of our consulate in Benghazi was not an expression of deep-seated anti-Americanism on the part of the Libyan people. Quite the contrary. The counter-demonstrations, the outpouring of sympathy and support for Ambassador Stevens and for the United States, the government of Libya and the people on the streets saying how pained they are by this is much more a reflection of the sentiment towards the United States than a small handful of heavily armed mobsters.